So, good evening. Ako na naman po ulit si Gerson Unat. Now, for this night, ang susunod ko naman po is one example of engineering problem. So, kanina na-discuss ko rin po yung mga formula ng unang video. So, sa pattern na lang po tayo magbe-base. So, ito na po yung problem. A box have an area of 4 square meter is subjected to temperature as shown in figure of grid below. So as we can see, ito po yung mga temperature which is 200 degrees Celsius of the right, of the top of the right is 500 degrees Celsius, and the below is 75 degrees Celsius, and the left is 20 degrees Celsius. So binigay lang po yung delta x which is equals to 0.6667. So walang binigay kung ilan yung temperature na isi-solve kung walang binigay dito. But meron naman tayong given ng area, no? So the number of temperature to be determined. So kailangan natin ng equation which is m minus 1 times n minus 1. So saan ba ito paano ba ito ma-determine yung m minus 1 and n minus 1? So, meron tayong formula for m, which is m is the length over the delta x. So, and for n, meron tayong formula na width divided by delta x. So, in ellipse po pala, ang derived formula which is delta x is also equals to delta y. Yung derived formula ng elliptical partial DE. So, ito po yung formula ng m and l. Delta x width is delta x and width is delta y. So equal naman yung delta x and delta y. So wala tayong length, wala tayong width na binigay, pero meron naman tayong area. At alam naman natin yung given natin is square box. So square lang po natin to. So para makuha natin yung length and width, so square root lang natin yung 4, which is yung ating area. Square root of 4. So makuha natin is 2. So meron tayong length is 2 and width is 2. So makukuha na natin yung m. So we have m 2 divided by 0.667. Then n is 2 divided by 0.667. So ang m natin is 2 divided by 0.667. Kuha natin is 2.998. So approximately 3. So for our so equal din naman sila. So it is equal also 3. So, nakuha natin, no? May length tayo, which is length and width. So, parehas naman sila, which is 2. So, this is also 2 meter. So makukuha na natin yung number of temperature to be determined inside the box. So, we have number of temperature. This will be equal to m is 3 minus 1 times n, which is 3 minus 1. So, number of temperature to be determined is 2 minus 1 is 2 times 2 ay 3 times 3 minus 1 is 2. So, 2 times 2 which is 4. So, the number of vacs to be determined is 4. So, kailangan natin makabuo ng 4 inside the box. So, yan. So, this one. So, let temperature be temperature 1, temperature 2, temperature 3, and temperature 4. So, kung mapapansin natin, sa semi siya at actual, hindi siya ideal kasi yung temperature at all boundaries inside in the upper and the left and the right is equal. So, 275. So, buo yung kanyang pare-parehas yung kanyang equation in all x and y axis in the left and also in the right. So, for our solution, so madali na lang natin itong solve kasi alam naman natin yung ating pattern lagi for our T1. So, it is equals to for T1. So, for T1 muna tayo is equal to ilalim times ilalim na tayo. We have T3 plus at the top which is 200 plus at the left, which is 220, plus at the right, which is T2, minus 4 T1, which is yung hinahanap natin, which is equal to 0. So arrange lang natin yung according to each sub number. So we have T1 plus T2 plus T3. So naka-add sila lahat po. Okay, negative 41 po. Negative 41, ito po yun, plus T2 plus T3, which is equals to 200 plus 20, 220. And then lipat natin sa kabila, we have negative 220. So it is our equation 1. And for T2, so we have, ito po yung T2. So lower muna tayo, T4 plus T the upper, which is 200, plus left, which is T1, plus right, which is 500 minus 4 T2. It is equals to 0. So we have, so arrange natin ulit, T1 minus 4 T2 plus T4, which is equals to, so we have 200 plus 500 is 700. Then lipat natin sa kabila, we have negative 700. So this is our equation number 2. So for our T3, so T3 natin, so lower muna tayo, no? We have 75 plus to the right, as to the top, which is T1 and T3. T3 to the left, which is 20, plus to the right, which is T4, which is equal to 0. So arrange natin according to its sub number. We have T1 plus T4. Oh, meron kalimutan, which is negative minus T, kung ano yung nahanap, which is T3, equal to 0. So we have T1 plus T3 minus T3 minus 4 T3 also, rather, ulitin natin ha. So we have T1 minus 4 T3 plus T4, it is equals to 75 plus 20, we have 95. So i-transpose natin sa kabila, we have negative 95. So this is our equation number 3. So for our equation number 4, for our temperature 4, so we have, so tayo sa ilalim, we have 75 degree plus to the upper, which is T2, plus to the left, which is T3, plus to the right, we have 500 minus 4 T4, which is equal to, which is 500 plus 75 is 575, so negative 575. Which is, sorry, it is equal to 0. So ayusin muna natin yung ating equation according to its sub number. So we have T2 plus T3 minus 4 T4 is equal to negative 575. So 75 plus 500, 175, transpose sa kabila, magiging negative, so 575. So ito na po yung ating equation number 4. So meron tayong equation number 1, 2, so meron tayong 4 equation for unknown. So tulad sabi ko, marami tayong method pwedeng gamitin dito, but ang ating prefer is gamit tayo na calculator, kasi kung isa-isahin natin itong masyado pong matagal at mahaba pong process. So pwede rin naman po natin gamitin ng ating function ng ating calculator as for unknown for equation. Patay sa mode, then equation, we have simultaneous, we have 1, so we have 4. So in ating equation 1, we have negative 4, T2 is 1, T3 is 1, and T4, which is 0, is equals to negative 220. And for our T2, we have 1, negative 4, 0, T3, T4 is 1, then negative 700. So, for pangatlo, we have 1, T2 is 0, T3 is negative 4, T4 is 1, negative 95. So, pang-apat, we have T1, 0, we have T2 is 1, we have T3 is 1, we have T4 is negative 4. So, we have negative 575. So, our answer, which is ating temperature 1, we have ating answer. We have ating temperature 1, it is equal to 154.375. Temperature 2, we have 274.375. So, naka-degree Celsius po yun sila, no? Naka-degree Celsius din yung ating given. So, for our T3, we have 123.125. For our T4, we have 243.125. So, this is our final answer. So, ito lang po sa example ng engineering problem. So, maraming salamat po and thank you and God bless.